Alright, everybody, welcome back to another trade recap. Today, we're going to be going over my trade that I took today, May 26th, 2026. So, let's just jump right into it. So, going into the market today, my first thing that I noted was what did Monday do? Now, Monday, you guys already know I don't typically trade Mondays anyways, but yesterday was Memorial Day, so it was a bank holiday, so it's definitely double reasons not to trade. So, what I had noted was that if you guys were here last week, we were in this buy model right here. So you guys know I was looking for this high to get taken. We failed to take it last week. So going into Monday, we actually had a continuation move, as you can see. So to me, what that told me was that we're gonna have more of like an XAMD profile, if you guys know what that is, which means this is a continuation. Tuesday is accumulation, Monday or Wednesday is manipulation, and then Thursday will be distribution. And so that's kind of what I was envisioning for today. So going into the market today, we had these very, very obvious equal highs right here, all these relative equal highs. So obviously I couldn't do anything until like right off the bat, like I was thinking shorts because Tuesdays is just kind of the day that I typically go short. In the morning, we had this really big SMT here that we kind of just took right off market open, right off 9:30. We just dropped lower and instantly shot up to this. And you guys already know I don't start trading till after 10. So we had 10 and then we kind of didn't really do anything. We kept going higher, obviously, but like that's still not ideal, I guess. Like that's still not, I'm not looking for, there's no more highs above here that I'm aiming for. So we had all these relative equal highs. We had the SMT. So I'm like, okay, what is that liquidity sweep? We had a very obvious SMT at the highs. ES completely failed to take any of these highs. And so I just waited until the right time of the day. I was aiming for originally this 9:30 low, which unfortunately did not get hit, but we did take out some profits. So I'll show you guys kind of how the trade went. So remember, overall bias, I'm honestly bearish. I kind of wanted to just be a pretty chill day today. Midnight open, we were above midnight open. So if I mark out where midnight open is, midnight open right here. Obviously, if you guys know how I trade, we only take shorts above midnight open and only longs below midnight open. So I was definitely looking for that. So we're above midnight open. We're looking for shorts. You have SMT. We had this 5 minute inversion for value gap right at the after 10:30. So if you guys don't know how 10:30, I usually use 10:30 is we'll mark out our 90-minute cycles. So I'll kind of just do a brief showcase for you guys here. So we have the first cycle, which is the accumulation period, manipulation, distribution, and then oops, I completely overshot it. My bad. So from 6 to 7 third. Oh, here's my issue. They're 10 minutes ahead. So let's do this. I'm like, why does it look so weird? Sorry, guys. There we go. This looks much better. And then we have our continuation slash reversal. So if I'm already low key bearish because we have the SMT, because we're kind of supposed to stay within a range anyways, we didn't really have a fair value gap we tapped into. We had this one. I think we had one fair value gap we kind of tapped into, which was this 15-minute fair value gap at 9:30. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Sometimes I'm just bearish for no reason or I'm bullish for no reason. Just based off kind of like how I'm feeling about the market. Like, I just felt like, yeah, we're probably gonna continue lower. So again, I waited till the reversal period or continue. This could be a continuation, but I was looking for a reversal. We made it the 5 minute fair value gap inverse, and then we also made just a normal inverse. I entered off the right here, fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. Now, of course, because I'm playing like counter trend, right? I'm playing against the trend. What I'll usually do is I'll just move my stop more and more into profit. So like we'll take a low, okay, break even. Oh, sorry. So let's say, okay, let's take a low, break even. We move lower, okay, I'll move it like 10 points, 20 points, 30 points in profit, just continually trailing down. Because, like I said, even if I think we're gonna have a move like this, I don't know how, like the reversals, I cannot predict how far the reversal will go. Only that we're expecting some sort of reversal slash retracement, right? So that's kind of like the mindset that I had with this trade. Is like, all right, like yes, I want to see it go lower. I don't know how low. I don't know until this low or this low or this low. And I wasn't paying attention because I was off my computer. I was somewhere else at this time, so I wasn't really able to monitor. If I had like obviously if I was monitoring it, I probably would have said, oh well, we swept this low, and then we made SMT here, and then we have this fair value gap. Like I probably would have cut the trade right there. But of course, we can only work with what we got. So I kind of just let it and just move my stop occasionally whenever I could check my phone, and then that was it. So we ended up getting stopped for around 90 points in profit. So if I go to, it was somewhere around like this high right here, somewhere like this, right? So that is, let's see, so 1 to 2.6 something, 1 to 2, I'll just say a 1 to 2.5, right? Let's do the math there. Pretty solid trade, right? Not the biggest trade, but not the worst trade for sure. I mean, a 1 to 2, almost a 1 to 3 is not bad. Very, very happy with how that went. And so that was pretty much it. I didn't really look at anything else microcycle wise, like, uh, because I will notice, I will tell you guys this. I don't know about you guys. I feel like the microcycle lately, XAMD profile has been printing. XAMD profile has been printing, right? This is the continuation, and there is no like manipulation I've noticed lately on the microcycles as bad as much as they used to be. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, right, or something. I completely drew this wrong, but that's kind of this is the microcycle. It was just one. The first quarter will like manipulate, and then the rest just does whatever it is, right? Same typically even for like this, right? Let's see if that played out. No, actually, the manipulation cycle did work out on this one. Really textbook long here, by the way. If I traded before market open, this long is like textbook quarterly theory stuff, right? The only issue is it's not below midnight open, but honestly, like yeah, at all-time highs, I feel like you can kind of get away with just not having that. But like we have the accumulation, manipulation lower, displacement, right? So after 945, perfect fair value gap right at the top, respect the order block, enter long here, and all the way to all-time highs. So overall, really solid day today. SSMT, we had our manipulation, we had our displacement, we had everything except a high time frame PD array. We did not have like a fair value gap or anything that we were entering off of. But that's fine by me. So going into tomorrow, assuming that my theory about like the XAMD profile is right, that means I'll draw it out for you guys one more time, right? So let's do this. Uh, boom. Let's go here. It was a bit of an off week because, like I said, we did have that. So that square looks a lot. It's gonna look a lot smaller than the rest. So going with my theory that we are having an XAMD profile, which I don't know how I feel about an XAMD profile. Like I always struggle kind of with knowing whether it is or isn't. I won't lie to you guys on the daily chart. So I kind of just have to see what price action delivers. But I do think so because we had a continuation, and then today we did move up, but like we still didn't really do too much to be honest. Just taking back yesterday's liquidity. I'm not sure how ES did. Let's look at ES. Still actually failed to take the highs. So the same highs we still failed to take. We have this huge new week opening gap. I would much rather prefer we still go short into Wednesday to kind of fill in this gap, and then we can go long on Thursday. To me, that just sounds a lot better. It sounds like a lot more ideal. But again, when Nasdaq's already at all-time highs, it's a lot harder for me to say like, yes, we're gonna move all the way this far low. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely be very cautious about that. Don't be too eager to short, right? I mean, all shorts are risky just by nature of us being at all-time highs, but let alone shorts when we're literally at all-time high. Like this is the highest we've ever been, right? 30,000, 150 or 140, whatever we're at. So that was pretty much the short for today. I'm going to play a little clip for you guys of how this trade went. I'll just speed up the footage and you guys will be able to see kind of how I manage it. Spoiler alert, it's very boring, but you guys can kind of see that. So I'll play that for you guys and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out, everyone.